Hello, this is Cassandra Hill, your certified wellness coach. Thanks for tuning in. This evening, we will be talking about stress. Everyone just overwhelmed with life, and it's like, oh, I feel so stressed out. And so I get a lot of people asking, what can I do about stress? Well, stress is basically the body's reaction to any change that requires a response or adjustment to our life. So we deal with stressors on a daily basis because there's things that happen in our life and we may have to tweak. Some things may be minor, some major, maybe divorce or having a baby, or, it's not always something negative. Sometimes we can have stress as a result of something positive. You might get a promotion on your job, you might start a new business. It's how we handle the adjustment or how we respond to it. So here's some signs that you are stressed and you may not know it. If you're having dizziness, unexplained dizziness, headaches, or just general aches and pains in your body for no explained reason, uh, if you're suffering from acid reflux, having a problem with keeping that food down, loss of appetite, problems sleeping, or just feeling so fatigued where just constant tiredness. And a big one, weight gain. Yeah, weight gain, and a lot of times that's a result. It may be from overeating, or you may be eating the same amount of food and just having some weight gain. So when stress is left untreated, it will cause disease, people. So this is something serious, and we definitely want to get a firm handle on stress. Long-term stress can cause heart attacks, can turn into heart disease. So we really want to be serious about relieving stress in our life. We want to put out the inferno, and we want to put out the flame instead of the inferno. We don't want the inferno, people, you know. So disease that that's common with stress, like I said, heart attacks, depression as well. Depression, a lot of times we think of, you know, the emotional aspect of it with the constant crying or just withdrawal. However, we can be depressed and have neurotransmitters, the things in our brain that helps us to stay top performing, our serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine, those are thrown off when we are stressed. And when those neurotransmitters are out of balance, it does increase our chances for developing depression. And another thing, when we have long term stress, it increases the cortisol in our body. And when that is increased for a long period of time, it eventually does damage our hippocampus in our brain and potentially permanently damaging brain cells in our body. Oftentimes that's why when we're so stressed out, it may be harder for us to focus and just be productive in daily activities that we normally engage in, whether it's at work or at home, preparing a meal, may forget ingredients, or just basic day to day activities that we normally do without a breeze now requires so much effort on our part. Maybe a sign that you're overstressed and you may not realize it. Another thing about the increased cortisol in our body, it does affect our communication because, like we said, it affects the hippocampus. So if you're having problems recalling memory, especially names or words that you normally use in your day to day, may be a sign that you're overstressed. Also, with the increased cortisol, potential of becoming insulin resistant. And we know with that, type 2 diabetes. And I want to take a minute to talk about type 2 diabetes. Diabetes has become an epidemic in the United States. We're seeing more and more cases of it. If you're out there and you are diabetic, please, please just watch your intake with food, with drink, making sure that you're doing the best to take care of your bodies. The effects of uncontrolled diabetes are so real. Unfortunately, I've seen it, I've witnessed it. I had a grandmother who has now passed away. High blood sugar levels, became hyperglycemic in the hospital, eventually went into a diabetic coma and passed. So diabetes is real, and we definitely want to keep our blood sugar as well as our blood pressure within normal range. People, is really, really important that we get that under control, because stress, it doesn't have to lead to these conditions, whether it's depression, heart attacks, diabetes. And honestly, it can lead to much more. It can lead to ulcers, and we would be here half the night if I talked about the diseases that stress can bring on. But stress, let's realize when we are stressed and figure out what works for us. We don't want to bring on conditions that our body would not have if we weren't stressed out. So now we're going to spend the rest of our time talking about ways to relieve stress, because there are things you can do to help your body relieve itself of stress. One thing you can do, exercise. Whether it's a yoga class, walking, aerobics, get the body moving, because one thing about exercise is meditation in motion. I know a lot of times when I exercise, I love to walk, and that's my time to just clear my mind, clear my thoughts, and just have some quiet time while I'm moving. you know. So exercising It's going to pump up those endorphins in our brain that we mentioned earlier. It's going to increase them. It's going to improve our mood. And regular exercise will increase our self confidence. We're going to feel better about ourselves. We're going to love what we see in the mirror when we're consistent with exercise. We definitely want to get in at least 30 minutes of exercise. I would say a minimum of 3 times a week. And and like I said, just find something you love and make those steps. All right. Get those gym shoes out and get to going. Get that heart rate going with exercise. Another thing you can do to help with stress, something that's more relaxing, aromatherapy. Oh my goodness, let me tell you, I love my essential oils. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have them. But aromatherapy is so relaxing. Whether you're using peppermint, lavender, doTERRA, we offer our emotional aromatherapy touch kit. And the kit has like a cheer, essential oil blend, console, forgive, motivate, passion, and peace. They're really great. You could check that out. Just head on over to my website. I'll be sure to leave the link in the description there, doterra.com /US /EN /site SITE /CH. And like I said, the link will be in the video description. But that aromatherapy touch, was really great about that, those oils are based in coconut oil, so you do not have to apply a carrier oil with that. So they come ready to use. I love using them just like right under my nose, bottom of my feet, and you'll find out what works for you. But a really great way to relax and unwind when you're having a rough day. Another thing you can do to help relax, peppermint bitlet, just pop one in your mouth, and really tiny, easy to swallow. You won't even need water. That's also available with doTERRA. And last week we talked about vitamins and the importance of vitamins in our diet and helping us with weight loss. Another thing about our diet in regards to stress, when we're eating carbs, the redefined carbs that we find in potato chips and cookies and just junk food, that gives us a spike in our blood sugar levels. But after that spike, you will notice a crash. And generally, after that crash, we're going to be more irritable, just not happy. And that's from the sugar, the carbs that our body doesn't need. So to help improve our mood, the B vitamins definitely are great. We talked about those last week. Calcium and magnesium as well, which we talked about. And so just making sure we have the right foods definitely will help with that mood. Of course, as we mentioned, the leafy greens and citrus fruits are going to give us that firm foundation of having the vitamins that our brain and body needs. Also, as far as herbs, ginseng, cocoa. We know ginseng is really great for memory as well, but also helps with de-stressing. Who doesn't love some cocoa? Another great way to de-stress. Um, Herbal teas. I love me some tea. Chamomile teas, very relaxing. Chamomile is a natural tranquilizer. It's also a nerve tonic. Try passion flower tea. It's going to increase the chemicals of GABA in the brain, which is going to help promote those feelings of happiness for you. So get you some herbal tea. You can add lemon. I love adding me some lemon with a little honey. And there you go. What a way to relax. And last, certainly not least, the easy way for us to distress. And I know us ladies love doing this, a warm bath. Believe it or not, yes, just taking a warm bath, because what it's going to do is going to increase your blood circulation and muscle tension. So that's why when we're taking those nice long warm baths, we just feel so relaxed. Also, in the bath, you can add like a lavender or eucalyptus essential oil, 1 or 2 drops. Definitely going to help with that mood. Lavender is relaxing. It is considered a sedative as well. Also offers a nice aroma. Eucalyptus as well, very pleasant aroma, and an inexpensive way to de-stress. The lavender oil, one of the oils is very cost effective, also available with doTERRA as well. And what I love about doTERRA oils, they are certified pure, they are therapeutic grade, and so you don't need much. Really, 1 drop it is enough. It's all it takes. And so you have transformed your environment into a mini spa. Oftentimes for me, at the end of the day where I've just been really busy and just want to unwind, just adding that to my bath water or putting it in a diffuser to diffuse throughout the bathroom is so very relaxing. So I hope you figured out some ways that you can combat stress in your life. Let's be proactive instead of reactive. We don't want to wait till we have the heart attack or have heart disease or become a type 2 diabetic or suffering from depression before we get a grip on stress. Stress, let's take it out of our life and let's have health and happiness. This is Cassandra Hill, your certified wellness coach, guiding you to a healthy body and mind. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and tune in next week.